there's a pretty easy trap to fall into. It's this sort of narrative mind game that tries to convince us that there's this pre-designed path that leads directly to satisfaction. What job do you have? How much money do you make? What car do you drive? And when you think about it from this point of view, the most measurable difference between the person you are now and the person you would like to be someday is only a matter of owning the things that have already been sold to you. Well, I know someone that hasn't bought into this idea. Someone that looks at things a little bit differently. And her name is Shaffer Nickel.
I tend to draw things that just kind of make me happy. I don't know, my go-to has always been kind of birds for a long time. They seem to have a really wonderful way about them. There's something about sitting down and drawing something and painting something. More than anything, it's about practicing empathy and understanding something and someone. And it's the same with drawing the people in my life. If I can communicate at all to the world how awesome they are, then I did my job, you know. Taking the time to realize that it's not about me is really important in my artwork. And I think that's also why I just like to draw birds, is because I really admire them. Being in school for psychology too, it makes you realize how much you don't really know and how complicated people are, and it can get pretty overwhelming, and going back to what's simple really helps. Going outside and drawing a bird isn't the most glorified thing in the world, but to me it kind of is. Because I put effort into seeing beauty, I tend to run into it more often than a lot of people, maybe. My artwork extends into pretty much every aspect of my life. If I didn't ski, how would I sit on the top of Headwall and draw Gothic? And if I didn't skate, there would be so many details I would just pass by. It expands my horizons to be able to put myself in new situations, to understand new things and new places. From a psychological and sociological perspective, the world is really complex, but when you take a look at it, those small things, those small details, those birds, those ski runs, the skate park, the leaves on the trees, the little things, those parts are pretty simple, and I just think they're worth my attention.
Whether we like it or not, our shadows are getting longer by the day, and we're presented with this choice. We can either buy into whatever the next distraction may be, or we can take a page from Bailey's book and lovingly sit back and watch as it all just unfolds.